Hello. Take a breath. If you are listening to this right now, it means you have found your way to the English beat. I'm Sarah. Today is not just another English lesson. Today is a sanctuary. We are going to spend the next few minutes together, diving deep into a topic that is often ignored in classrooms: how to love yourself while learning a language. I know why you are here. You are here because you want to be fluent. You want to speak without fear. But you are also here because you are tired. You are tired of feeling like you aren't enough yet. You feel that your English is a project that never ends. In this masterclass episode, we are going to break that cycle. We are going to explore why self-respect is the secret grammar of fluency. We will look at how to set boundaries with your time, how to silence the bully in your brain, and how to finally enjoy the process. This is AB1 Level Intensive Listening Experience. I will speak clearly, I will repeat key ideas, and I will guide you through the vocabulary of the heart. If you stay until the end, your English will be stronger, and your mind will be lighter. Let's start with a hard truth. Most English learners are waiting for a person who doesn't exist. You are waiting for the future you. The future you speaks perfectly. The future you never forgets the past tense. The future you has no accent. You tell yourself, when I become that person, then I will be happy. Then I will be confident. But here is the problem. Perfection is a moving target. Every time you get closer, the target moves further away. This is the perfectionism trap. When you live in this trap, you're essentially telling your current self that they're a failure. Imagine if you treated a friend that way. Imagine if your friend was learning to play the piano, and every time they hit a wrong note, you shouted, "You're not good enough. Only the future version of you matters." That friend would quit. They would hate the piano. Many of you hate English because you are being a bully to yourself. You are obsessed with the result, and you are ignoring the human who is doing the work. Self-love in English means accepting that a mistake is not a crime. It is data. It is just information. Let's get practical. Let's talk about your energy. We call this your social battery. As an English learner, your battery drains faster than a native speaker's. Why? Because your brain is working twice as hard. You are translating, you are listening for context, and you are trying to be polite. I remember a student of mine, Clara. Clara was a yes person. At work, her colleagues would ask her for help with extra projects. Because Clara was an immigrant and worried about her English, she said yes to everything. She wanted to prove she was valuable. But Clara's battery was at 2%. She was exhausted. She started making more mistakes in her English because her brain had no fuel. One day, I taught her a phrase that changed her life. It wasn't a grammar rule. It was a boundary. I told her to say, "I would love to help, but I don't have the capacity right now." When you say no to a task that drains you, you are saying yes to your mental health. In the English beat rhythm, we believe that your value is not measured by how much you produce. Your value is inherent. Vocabulary spotlight. Capacity, the amount you can handle. Drain, to empty out, like water leaving a sink. Inside your mind, there are two voices. One is the inner critic. The other is the inner coach. The inner critic is loud. It uses words like always and never. You always forget your prepositions. You will never sound native. The inner critic thinks it is protecting you from embarrassment. It wants you to stay quiet so you don't look stupid. But the inner critic is a liar. It is based on fear, not fact. Now let's look at the inner coach. The coach is quiet. The coach uses facts. You forgot that word today, but you remembered it yesterday. That's progress. Your accent is different, but people understand you. That's communication. To love yourself more than anyone else, you must fire the critic and hire the coach. How? By using reframing. Instead of saying, "I'm so slow at speaking," try saying, "I am being thoughtful with my words." Instead of saying, "I'm terrified of meetings," try saying, "My body is excited to share my ideas." When you change the adjective, you change the emotion. This isn't just positive thinking. This is linguistic self-defense. We cannot talk about self-love without talking about that little glass box in your hand, your phone. Social media is a comparison engine. You scroll through Instagram or TikTok and you see polyglots who speak 10 languages perfectly. You see people living beautiful lives in London or New York. And you feel small. We call this doom scrolling. You are consuming content that makes you feel bad about your own life. If you want to love yourself, you must curate your environment. If an account makes you feel like your English isn't good enough, unfollow them. If a teacher makes you feel ashamed of your accent, block them. Your digital world should be a garden, not a battlefield. Fill your feed with things that make you feel capable. Look for cozy English. Look for people who celebrate the struggle, not just the success. We cannot talk about self-love without talking about that little glass box in your hand, your phone. Social media is a comparison engine. You scroll through Instagram or TikTok and you see polyglots who speak 10 languages perfectly. You see people living beautiful lives in London or New York. And you feel small. We call this doom scrolling. You are consuming content that makes you feel bad about your own life. If you want to love yourself, you must curate your environment. If an account makes you feel like your English isn't good enough, unfollow them. If a teacher makes you feel ashamed of your accent, block them. Your digital world should be a garden, not a battlefield. Fill your feed with things that make you feel capable. Look for cozy English. Look for people who celebrate the struggle, not just the success. As we head toward the end of our journey today, let's do a master vocabulary tour. These are the power words we use today. I want you to repeat them after me. Sanctuary, a safe, quiet place. Example, this podcast is my sanctuary for learning. Sanity, the state of having a healthy mind. Example, I set boundaries to protect my sanity. To silence, to make something quiet. Example, I am learning to silence my inner critic. Linguistic, relating to language. Example, every learner has a unique linguistic journey. Validation, approval from others. Example, I don't need outside validation to know I am a good student. Resilience, the ability to recover quickly from difficulties. Example, making a mistake and continuing to speak shows great resilience. Overwhelmed, feeling like things are too much to handle. Example, if you feel overwhelmed, take a break. It's okay. We are at the end. But really, this is just the beginning of a new way of living. I want you to remember one thing. You are the only person you will be with for your entire life. You can be your own worst enemy, or you can be your own best friend. If you choose to be your friend, your English will follow. Your fluency will follow. Because a heart that is at peace learns much faster than a heart that is at war. Your homework. In the comments section, I want you to write a letter to yourself. Just one sentence. Start with, Dear. Your name, I am proud of you because. Read the other comments. You will see that you are not alone. Thousands of people are on this beat with us. If this long-form masterclass helped you, please subscribe to the English Beat. Share it with one friend who is feeling stressed. I'm Sarah. Thank you for your time, your ears, and your heart. Keep your own rhythm. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.